Pokemon Scarlet and Violet feel pretty dry right now. We're still getting new Pokemon brought to the game with Terra Raid events, like just recently we had Inteleon and Typhlosion, but this alone isn't enough to keep people playing. There are a few factors as to why not many people are playing, such as the fact that these games are almost half a year old, and that the weather is getting so much better outside. As we all know, DLC is going to release later this year for Scarlet and Violet, which will be very exciting and bring back a large chunk of the player base. But what's in store for us until then? Besides maybe a shiny mystery gift down the line, or even a cool Terra Raid with a legendary in it, we know nothing about what there is to get excited for soon, besides the inevitable Pokemon Home update. There's been so much confusion around this update lately, and today, I'll be doing my best to clear everything up. There's a lot of new info to talk about, including the date being potentially leaked, and some info I got from the Pokemon company themselves by emailing them. I'm really looking forward to this update because I have a lot of shinies and other rare Pokemon that will be possible to be transferred in. And before we get started, around 80% of my viewers are not actually subscribed, so if you want to see future Pokemon content, please consider subscribing now. Thank you guys for watching, and let's get right into it. I wanted to start off with my conversation with the Pokemon support team that works for the Pokemon website. These people work at the Pokemon Company International Support Team, and you could basically make a support ticket on the Pokemon website if you want to get some info or ask a question. What I started off by doing was just asking for them to clarify because the release date has been really unclear. From around the time the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet first came out, we were able to see on the Pokemon website that it said the update was slated for spring of 2023. We still have around a month and a half until spring is actually over, so there's still a long period of time for this update to come out, but it gets a little bit confusing. You see, on a recent Pokemon Presents presentation that they did on YouTube, they actually said this update was changed to early 2023. This was really weird at first because in the Pokemon Presents they said early 2023, but if you went on the website, it never updated. It still says spring 2023. What I did was ask them if they can clarify this for me. Is the Pokemon Presents accurate or is the website accurate? Here's what they said. Their exact quote was, "In general, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the Pokemon website for most announcements." This info did not really clarify anything for me because I was trying to find out if the Pokemon Presents was accurate or the website, so I did a follow-up question. I followed up by basically saying, hey, I understand that you can't give me the exact release date, but I still want it to be clarified whether the term early 2023 or slated for spring is most relevant. They ended by saying, as previously suggested, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the Pokemon website for most announcements. So yeah, they weren't really acknowledging at all that there were two official news updates that are kind of conflicting with each other, but they pretty much doubled down and said just look at the Pokemon website. So there's an answer from Pokemon themselves. They are basically saying don't look at the Pokemon Presents because you should just be looking at the website where it says it's slated for spring. Before moving on, something else I heard about is that apparently in the Japanese version of the Pokemon Presents, it did not actually say early 2023, it did still say spring. This kind of makes me think it was a translation error, but I feel like a lot of people would be there to cover it and make sure they wouldn't mess something up like that. Changing it from spring to just early 2023 can be a little confusing, and it has definitely confused a lot of people, so if they really messed up, that's kind of bad. Next up, I wanted to talk about the actual release date possibly being leaked just yesterday. There's someone on Twitter known as the Riddler, and they've posted a lot of, well, riddles for Pokemon leaks in the past. Something weird that happened yesterday was they just tweeted out the number 19 with no context at all, and just minutes later, a popular leak page called Centro Leaks posted saying, "Oh boy." Centro then followed up saying, well, what we can say for now is that the Pokemon Home update is in final testing and will release in the next few weeks. We got some findings but are analyzing the data and will come back with our findings. With Centro saying the tweet, "Oh boy," directly after the Riddler tweeted out 19, this is making people think that Centro had an inside source saying it would be on May 19th, and it basically got confirmed with the Riddler tweeting that. But now with the Riddler tweeting out the number 19, many people are believing Centro and the Riddler that the update will be coming out on May 19th. You know, we're only 15 days away at the time I'm recording this, but it's still kind of far away. It definitely could be worse though, considering that almost the entire month of June is also included in the spring season. What do you guys think? Do you think they messed up in the Pokemon Presents when they said early 2023? And do you think the update will be coming out on May 19th? Me personally, I'm just getting kinda tired of waiting. I really want to transfer in all my old cool Pokemon into Scarlet and Violet. Let me know what you guys think, and definitely subscribe because when the update is out, I will absolutely be making a new video covering it. Thank you guys for watching. I have new videos coming out soon, and thank you so much for 40,000 subscribers. Make sure to like the video and leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out, everyone.